How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. I am your host, the King, as always. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. How you guys doing today? Are you doing good? Are you feeling good? Today, we got AEW. All right. We have AEW Dynamite. Let's talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's see what happened tonight.
That son of a bitch! Why, Triple H? You son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why! Damn Triple H! Damn his soul! You son of a bitch!
All right, let's go straight into this. Start the night out hot, red hot. Okay, just a complete battle between Death Riders and the Ops and Darby and Gabe Kid. Just complete war with them. All right, it's just chaos. All right, we're still in the 2300 arena in Philly. I think they said we're gonna be here for like 3 weeks, so probably like one more week in this arena, and then we're gonna be up out of here. But they start off with a complete battle, going crazy. We have a little tease with Hook pulling up, and then he was walking slowly, and then the Ops pull up and run past him, and he ain't seem too happy about that. All right, him and the Ops kind of got a little beef going on. Okay, we'll discuss that in a little bit later on because they got a promo going on over there. But Darby and Gabe Kid end up backstage, and then Darby pulls out some dirt or some sand from the back of that truck, throws it in Gabe Kid's face, then gets some rag. You got some chloroform on it, and chloroforms Gabe Kid, puts him in the body bag, and then drives off with him attached to the pickup truck. Yo, Darby be going crazy, and I love it. This is what you need to start off your show with, just complete chaos. You got to come into these shows starting hot. What a way to start off, by dragging this nigga in the body bag. All right, and this will not be the last time we see Darby, by the way. Just giving you a heads up. This will not be the last time we see Darby Allin, because he's here for one man and one man only, okay? And that's Jon Moxley, and he gonna get his. All right. Next, we had got the TBS Championship match between Alex Windsor and Mercedes Moné, or 9 belts Moné, okay, to be exact. They had a good match, surprisingly. And I say surprisingly because I'm not really a fan of Alex Windsor. The best thing she got is a sharpshooter, right? Her squat and the sharpshooter is clean. But outside of that, I could care less about her matches. But they had a pretty good match. Not gonna lie. The physicality from Windsor was really good in this match. She was kind of taking it to Mercedes before the ad break, and then Mercedes got her get back on her, and this match finished with a roll up. Not an official finish, but it finished with a roll up, and Windsor was going for a handshake. You know, she was going to go out of respect, saying, "All right, you beat me, okay?" And Mercedes decided to flip her off instead. So Windsor tries to attack her, and Mercedes, cheap shot, gets the advantage, and it has her in the statement maker. But then out comes somebody I did not expect to see. I thought she was unemployed, to be honest with you. We got Riho back. Yeah, first women's champion Riho. Tiny belt, weighing all of 45 pounds Riho back. With a stomp to Mercedes and then a complete full-on flying dart drop kick. And then she holds up the TBS Championship. Look like we got a new challenger for Mercedes, and it's going to be Riho. Now, they had a little moment back around Big Business when Mercedes had pulled up for that pay-per-view. So I guess they're making a call back to that moment. But personally, again, I was never really a fan of Riho when AEW first started. So I'm not a fan now, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Maybe y'all probably like Riho. I mean, I won't judge. Hey, look, if you like Riho, you like Riho. I'm not judging. All right, I'm just not really a fan. Okay. Moving on, we get to that promo that I was talking about. We get Hook and Joe and my boy Will Hobbs. No Shibata tonight. No Shibata. But yeah, Hook was not happy that he was replaced in the group, and well, Hook, you can't really be mad at them. I mean, you was out for like 5 months. What you want them to do? Just sit there and be like, yeah, guys, we're gonna do 3-on-2 matches for these trios belts. Like, nah, they had to get a new member, and Will Hobbs stepped up, you know. So they just let Hook know, hey, look, hey, we had to get a new guy. Will Hobbs stepped up. All right, there's no hard feelings to it, but hey, if you know how it is, we got to take opportunities when they're there. All right, we're the Hobbs. So plain and simple. All right, if something goes down with you involved, hey, we got your back. You know, hope it's vice versa for us. You know what I'm saying? So bygones be bygones in this one. I don't know. Hook not a fan of it. Hook's promo also as well. His promo ability is still on the lower tier. Like, he's got everything. He's got look. He's got the ability in the ring. It's just his promos are like not there. I think he would really benefit from a NXT like promo class. Like, he would be like him and Dusty in a room learning promos. This would be perfect. Now, we don't really get to do that here in AEW. We don't get to have promo class. This is more so you kind of just go out there and just do it. And you're learning on the fly. So I think, I don't know. Maybe they should hire a person to help them with promos or something, you know. I mean, you got plenty of people that still work for AEW, like a Samoa Joe, who's up there and a veteran, and he can help out with that. Or you have guys like Jake the Snake and Taz and literally anybody. Hey, whatever veteran guy you got, the MVP, whatever veteran guy you got, bring him out to try to maybe help certain people with promos. If that's not the case, then get Hook a manager then, you know. Get Hook a manager. I go do something with that. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Should Hook get a manager, or should you actually learn how to do promos? Y'all let me know. Speaking of promos, we got another one. We got Ricochet and Gates of Agony. They put a word out, put a challenge out to the Hurt Syndicate, letting them know, hey, All Out. We put a challenge out to you niggas. They didn't say niggas, but it'd been cool if you said niggas. We put a challenge out to you bald niggas. Pull up to All Out. Now, I'm pretty sure this will lead to a match. I don't know if it's going to be a trios match, because I don't know if MVP still wrestles. But if he does, then sure, you make a trios match. But I feel like they should add a third member to this group. The Hurt Syndicate, that is, to make it 3v3. Now, who that other third person can be, not sure yet. I'd have to look on the art. You know what? I'll make. You know what? Let's make that a video. I'll make that a separate video. Who should be a new member in the Hurt Syndicate? We'll make that a video. But they challenge him, and we will see if the Hurt Syndicate accepts said challenge. Oh God. Okay. Well. We got to Mark Briscoe, okay, and I know some of y'all love Mark Briscoe. I'm not really they've been shoehorning this dude in and everything, so I'm like, I'm kind of, you know, on the back burner with Mark Briscoe. I don't really effort the guy right now. So they had him out there, and as we know, he wants a TNT title shot against Kyle Fletcher. And Don Callis decided to say, well, if he wants to get a TNT title shot, he'll have to beat Konosuke Takeshita on Collision. Cool. Sure, we got that out the way. You know, that's perfectly fine. We get that settled. Unfortunately, Mark Briscoe says, well, I'm still in ring gear, and I kind of want to have a match. So give me one of your guys. And he gives him the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, and then they have a whole match, because why not? They have an entire match, Jesus Christ. But Briscoe ends up with the W, Froggy Bow W. So shouts out to Briscoe, I guess. I don't know. Not really a fan. That's just me. All right, don't hate me for it. I'm just not. They keep shoehorning this dude and everything. Then it won't stop. It's gonna continue again. Tony Storm puts the word out to all the women in this division, or you know, all the women outside the division as well. Who's gonna step up to be her challenger? We had Athena, we had Mercedes. Who can be the next person? Who's next for Tony Storm? Well, some people were putting out maybe Thekla, and Thekla could be a good option. It's a different option, and I think they're gonna have a 8-women tag match on Collision this weekend. So maybe you could set up something there. She did pull up. By she, I mean Thekla and the rest of her Death Triangle that they had going on there. They pulled up and attacked at the end of their match on Collision last week. So maybe she might do the same thing and challenge her for a match. Maybe we'll see. I mean, I'm fine with it. If it is Thekla and they fight All Out, I'm fine with that. Hey, it's something completely different and different match of style. So I'm here for it. Y'all let me know. Y'all want to see that? Y'all want to see that match? Or would you like to see something else? Who y'all want? All right, we get the tag team titles on the line. Brodido against the Death Riders, Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. Before they came out there, Yuta was talking with Chris Statlander and Harley Cameron and just letting Chris know, hey, look, we on your side. All right, we got your back, if anything. Like, again, they're trying to get her recruited to this faction. I think they're trying to do the same thing with Danny Garcia. So I'm okay with Death Riders finally adding new members in Garcia and Statlander. Like, that's perfectly fine with me. That's perfectly fine. Hey, I'm cool with it. Adam, let's get something different. Let's get something cool going, all right? But this tag match, real good. Really good tag match. And I mean, you can't complain when it comes to like a tag match with Claudio. Claudio can tag with almost anybody. So like that's just his thing. Like him and Yuta, they work well together. Yuta got all the heat in the book. Like they niggas just hate Yuta. They hate this guy. Completely. Like they hate this. They want this dude to die. If we're being honest. Bandito, he might be my top 3 luchadors in the business. Okay. It goes Dom, Ray, and then Bandito. I'm not even gonna lie now. Hey, look, Pentagon, Phoenix, Dragon Lee, Andrade, all y'all kind of like bumped down the list because of what WWE did to you. But as of right now, currently, Bandito is my homie. Hey, look, don't hate me. Don't kill the messenger. I'm sorry. That's my fault. But I just can't. Bandito, I love what I've been seeing from Bandito the past months. Is it my fault? Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and blame for that. But, hey, look. I have for Bandito, all right? Back to this match, though. Yeah, Brodido, they was fully tapped in to be in this match. But then during commercial break, the Death Riders got involved because Marina Shafir was out there. She got involved, and then Moxley pulled up and was hemping up Brody. I'm about to say Brody Lee, RIP, hemping up Brody King, and then push him into a pole. And then, honestly, I thought the match was going to be like done as soon as Yuta and Claudio hit that tag team swing, drop kick, and then splash. I was like, oh wait, this is over? Like, they're about to really lose the belts? Then they kicked out. And when Moxley was going to go attack Brody again, as I said, Darby was not done with this nigga. Darby pulls back up, attacks Mox. They handle business. All right, they handle business. They get rid of Shafir and Mox, and then my guy Bandito hemps up Yuta. And gets the W. So Brodido retains the tag team titles, and Darby again pulls up on Moxley, letting him know, "Hey, I need this. I need the ones. Run the ones." Moxley gonna have to agree at some point. All right, he can't keep running forever. All right, you can't keep running from the smoke, sir. All right, you gonna have to pull up at some point. All right, there's no more running from the smoke. Listen, Darby will kidnap all of y'all and put you on body bags if he has to. Do not tempt this man. This man is unhinged. He do not care. Bloody ear and all, he does not care. Okay, he will pull up and cause havoc. All right, let's get to this. This is something I'm gonna blow by real quick. Out comes Edge, and then he gets attacked immediately by FTR. They brawling. In comes Christian Cage. They're brawling, and then they get broken up by the security in the ROH locker room. And then Dax hits one of those ROH dudes. I don't even know who the hell it was, but he hits him with a power driver on the way out. He was bleeding from his face, all kind of crazy. They get to the back. Stokely Hathaway says, "All right, he back," and Edge and Christian better not touch him again, or else. And then for some reason, some dude, I don't know who the hell the dude is. I have zero clue who the guy was. The guy pulled up on screen, and then they challenged him to a match or something like that, and told him to find a partner. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't like that part of the promo. Like that, I could have done without that part. But outside of that, hey, we get into business. All right, we get into the business. Anything else that I'm missing? Let me think. Anything else that I'm missing? Let me just scroll through right quick. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Oh, Her Syndicate. Yeah. Well, Her Syndicate in this. Hold on. We'll get to this first and then Her Syndicate. Okada. Yeah, he makes it very clear that he runs the Don Callis family. He's the main guy in there. So Takeshita has to learn his place. So yeah, Takeshita will not like any of that. What Okada just said. This is going to turn out bad for Okada. I'm letting this be known up front right now. When Takeshita turns babyface, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Babyface Takeshita. Yeah, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. Okada, it's up for you once Takeshita turns babyface. It's up. Yeah, hold that belt real tight. Takeshita coming for that. After he gets the, IWGP belt first, Hurt Syndicate, they pretty much agree to that whole challenge that Ricochet put out to them. They said they will pull up at All Out. So, cool. Right, we have our understanding. Smoke for smoke, they pulling up. Let's hope that they find a third member, though. I want to throw MVP in the ring just to have a match with this. But, I mean, if they do, hey, they do. I mean, it's whatevs. All right. Let's get to the main event, y'all. Let's get to the main event of the evening. It is the 8-man tag match. Kyle Fletcher and Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family with the Young Bucks, or as AEW like to point out to them, we actually got these guys again. The things with the Young Bucks, like ever since they lost the EVP titles, have been some of the best entertaining things I've seen. Like, hey man, say what you want about the Bucks. They trash as human beings. This is true. But like this whole shtick they've had has been some of the funniest stuff, like of all time. Like I'm being real. Like that, like this stuff has been hilarious to see. Like I can't get enough of it. And they do something different every week. There's something just crazy and wild and funny. So I'm with that. But it was yeah, them and the Bucks against Kenny, Hangman, and Speedball and Kevin Knight of JetSpeed. 8-man tag team match. Main event. Let's get to it. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. All right, some people may have not liked it as much, or like these 8-man tag team all-star matches that Tony Khan builds up for people. But I enjoyed the hell out of this 8-man tag team match. I'm gonna show some spots that I really like the best. Hopefully they don't copyright me for it. They might copyright me for it, but hey, that's just life. Sometimes you got to hold this copyright claim, and then I kind of have to like remove it. But if you get to see it before it gets removed, that'd be great. But yeah, it was a chaotic. When I mean chaotic, I mean fully chaotic match. You had different moments, between the elite. We had one of those elite moments where it was Kenny and Hangman staring down the Bucks. Again, all former members that they were all used to be part of the elite, and before this whole chaos and breakup happened. And it's been a wild like 6 years plus of this. The story goes far and wide when it comes to AEW, and that goes out to the people that say they ain't got stories. Look, the whole story I got from this specifically is that Kyle Fletcher is the guy, and I think some of y'all already knew that already, but Kyle Fletcher fully wants to be that guy here in AEW and be a world champion at some point. And even though he believes he's going to be a long-standing TNT champion for the long haul, something's coming for him down the pipeline. No Diddy on that one. But getting back to the matchup,
As Kevin
it was a whole lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There was a whole lot going on. But in the end, the winners ended up being the Don Callis family.
the teeth. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, shouts out to Kyle Fletcher. It's my guy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, look. They mean business out here. All right? They mean business. And I ain't talking about her business. I mean, they mean complete business out here. All right? Don Callis family and Young Bucks with the W. But that wasn't it. That was not it. Because they had some more for the Cowboy and Kenny Omega by the end of this matchup. Don Callis family pull up on Hangman and Kenny, and my boy Kyle Fletcher ends both of them.
Oh no.
They done kill Kenny again. That's crazy. They done sent Kenny to the Shadow Realm once again. Yeah, they put Kenny on the shelf. Can we just never have Kenny? Is that what this is? I mean, I get it. I know his diverticulitis. That's, you know, he was at a pay-per-view. He was at the last Dynamite. He was at this Dynamite. Dude probably winded at this point and tired as hell. So gonna need to take some much needed time away from this place. But he'll probably be back at either All Out or the Dynamite after All Out. But yeah, they don't kill Kenny. They killed him again. Crazy work. Crazy work. That's how Dynamite goes off air, with Kyle Fletcher walking away from Hangman and Kenny, leaving their bodies there. He let Hangman know that was supposed to be you, and they threw that table. So it looks like we might go into a Kyle Fletcher and Hangman match for All Out. I'd be with it. Or it might be him and Kenny. I don't know how fast they're going to bring back Kenny, but I think Kenny should take some time off and then pull up at All Out post match if something happens with Kyle and Hangman, and then you can set up them two for another pay-per-view. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Kyle and Hangman pay-per-view match go. So shouts out to AEW, Tony Khan. This was fire. It was a fire. Dynamite ended fire. Outside of those tidbits of Mark Briscoe, which I can ignore, hey, I enjoyed the show. Okay. Outside of Mark Briscoe, enjoyable show. No MJF tonight, by the way. So I'm wondering if he might pull up at Collision. We'll see. But with that being said, thank you guys for joining me today in the MVP's Lounge. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share as always. And I will see you guys next time. We're on the road to 1K, so let's get there. Yeah. So till next time.
Damn! He ain't gonna be a
MVPs.